On Daf 67 of Yevamot, we get a whole bunch of questions involving fetuses. So, for instance, you've got a man who's a Kohen, he's a priest, and he's married a Bat Israel, a woman who is not from the Kohen family, and they get pregnant. And what is the fetus? Is the fetus a Kohen? Because when the fetus is born, it was going to be a Kohen as the child of a Kohen. But while the fetus is the mother's not a Kohen, therefore the mother is a Yisrael. So is the fetus, which is kind of part of her, therefore Yisrael until that moment of birth? Or is it already from conception? Do we already consider this fetus to be a Kohen? We've got questions on whether a fetus can acquire something or a fetus cannot acquire something. We also have something that's fairly interesting. It talks about there are certain things, I'm not going to go into the laws of it, but certain laws that will change if somebody, depending if the person has a son or a daughter. And as Rav points out, it's like we don't go after minority cases. And he's pointing out that a son being born, in his opinion, we don't look at the son aspect because the son being born is a minority case. Why? Because daughters are more common? No, it's not actually that. It's the fact that there's a certain percentage, we've been looking at sons and daughters being 50-50, but a certain number of pregnancies don't make it all the way to birth. So he's pointing out that you take in those that don't make it all the way to birth, don't have a living child, that plus the daughters is a majority, which kind of keeps the status quo, where the son would kind of mess with the status quo as a minority case. Rav saying, we shouldn't even look at that because it's the minority. Interesting stuff.